Hey y'all, how y'all doing today? Just gonna slide through and have some for real talk with y'all. You know, in light of HUSSLE and his untimely demise, I just really, want to know, how much does it take? How much will we take for us to wake up, for us to pay attention, for us to be conscious, for us to be alert, for us to just stand up, stand together? It's amazing when a black man, an intellectual, intelligent, just bright, full of wisdom, knowledge at such a young age, when a black man knows way too much, they silence him. They silence him. So ironic. Coincidence. Not too far in between, just before, on the hypeness of him coming forth to do a documentary on the great doctor of our great origin, he is silenced. Coincidence? I think not. When you look back at all the interviews from the 90s, let's go way back to Pac, let's even go way back to Eazy-E and Too Short and them, when stuff really got hot. When we look back at a lot of things that have gone on and that go on, the death of Whitney, the death of Michael, the death of Prince, the death of Prodigy, all of these untimely deaths, and for what? They all had a story. They all had something they were telling us. They had something they were going to or trying to warn us and tell us about, and they're gone. Oops, they're gone. Oops, we gave them too much medicine. Oops, he died by an egg by way of sickle cell crisis. Oops, he just happened to get shot. Oops, Whitney just happened to OD. Oops, Prince just happened to OD. Oops, Michael just happened to OD. Oops. How many oops and oohs and ahs and tears do we must shed before we are awakened by what is real, what is true, and what is not? All I'm going to say is this: for us to be a generation, a culture, a people who are supposed to be nothing and nobody, it's amazing how we are silenced by any means necessary, by any way necessary, for us not to know anything, for us to be just stupid niggers, as they have called us, stupid uneducated black people, as we have been called. And not everybody, I'm not saying that, but to those that it applies to, it just applies to. And if we are nobody, then why? Because if somebody is nobody, we just let them rot or waste away. We don't have to do nothing to them. Why? Because they're really absolutely nothing and nobody. You don't need to help us leave here early, or do you? So I just say, this is tragic. It is very sad. It is disheartening. And I want to know, how much money did they have to pay our own to do in our own? How quickly did they disappear, get on that plane, go to that other country or that island? Or how soon will they be caught and they mysteriously, oops, They got shot. Oops, they OD'd. Remember the guy that supposedly shot Pac? Remember, he was coming forth to say some things about who confronted him, who offered him money, who did this, and oops, he was shot. He was killed. You know, come on, y'all. Wake up. Some people will do anything for the fortune and the fame, and some people, they just like Nipsey said. He said, I just want to pour out of me. When I pour out of me, I feel fulfilled. He just had things to pour out of him to fulfill himself, but he wasn't able to fulfill all that he was supposed to fulfill, because your life can be cut off short before you are able to fulfill your entire destiny. Yes, ma'am, and yes, sir, it can be. Yes, it can be. And that is by way of the man's hand. Wickedness in high places. So I just want to say to you guys, this is an untimely demise. It is very hurtful. It is very disheartening to know that someone called for a time such as he is called for. An hour such as this, they can just wipe and snipe us right on out of here because they don't like what we have to say. So before you can even talk about an amendment, before you can even talk about a constitution and what you have a right to say, I'm going to shut you up permanently. Think about, let's even go further. I even want to say, I think about my boy who I've loved. I love him, Craig Mack. And he was in the process of doing something great as well. Yeah, he was ill, but y'all, come on. Come on, y'all. Like, wake up. Like, come on. Come on, y'all. Just come on. Like, all these are just coincidences, right? All of this just, you know, it just happens. It's just, it was his time. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on. Come on. We are designed to live a very long time. We were designed by the finest person who created us. We were designed to live a long time. A long time. A long time. We were designed to be united. We were designed to be warriors. We are created warriors. Not to war against one another, but to war against outside forces and fields and spirits that are not of us, that are not like us. But instead, we have been washed over and over by the way of mind manipulation. And we don't know how to come together and stand and be conscious. And the ones who stand to do that, they get rid of us because, oh my God, how dare they try to cause a united front by oh my God, they picked up a book. Oh my God, today they don't even have to pick up a book. They can just ask Google or Siri. We have too much out here for them. Come on, y'all. Come on. We got to do better than this. We do. We got to do way better. We got to do better than being up here unconscious and not knowing what the heck is going on with our people. And they coming in doing whatever they want with our sons, our daughters, our fathers, our brothers, our cousins, our neighbors, our people, women, children alike. The men, we already know, they've been had them in the bag since slavery. They've been doing away with them. We know all of this stuff. But yet, we act like we sleep. How much did they have to pay our own to do in our own? To his girlfriend, to his family, to all the fans, to his parents, his long-lived friends, and people who were close to him on his team, his staff. You know, y'all, we got to keep living our best life. We still got to be light and love in darkness. See, he was being light and love. He was about to shed some love and some light that they didn't want that man to ever. Dr. I can't even never pronounce his name right now. I don't want to pronounce it because I don't want to pronounce his name wrong. But y'all know S-E-B, Sesby. I don't know. I'm probably saying it wrong. But I know who he is for sure. But I never could really get his name. But y'all know. How dare Sebi, I don't want to mess it up. But how dare, he try to, once again, another somebody, come forth and try to tell this man's story. It's not right, y'all. Prodigy talked about that in his last interview. Along with the government and these planes and the stuff that they're putting in the clouds and the streams of stuff and the chemicals. And he ended up gone. Anybody who has a voice that they have a large following, people respect them, respect their opinion, respect what they're saying, believe in the facts and the truth, know that they have researched it out, they silence him. So should I say, speak loud, be heard, not silenced. Be wise. Leave what you need to leave with those you know who know, so that you can't be silenced. Be wise. I don't know if he was or not, but if he wasn't, for the next voice to come forth, be wise. Be wise. You leave what you need to leave with those who you know that know, so that your voice can be heard. So while they try to silence you from being in this body and speaking forth out of your body through your voice box, you leave behind what you need to leave behind with those who know, so that your voice can still be heard. So, stand for what you know is right and what you believe in, and continue to be love and light, no matter how much evil and wicked continues to try to consume us as a nation, as a people. Now, I'm not even just talking about our race of people, but all people, that consuming energy that tries to come steal, kill, and destroy. Because we have the rights, we have the power. If we could become a united front, and people fear that united front, because our superpowers would unite forces and we would not be able to be touched. Just imagine if we could all touch in the same light and love, how powerful we would be. We could cast out every high place by standing in a united front. We could run the entire universe like we were created to do. Y'all, I had to have real talk, because this needs to be said. How much did they have to pay our own to do in our own? Be wise, be careful, but be great. Always praying for you, boo. Hope you're praying for me. It's time. Y'all already know who I am and what it is. All love, baby. Respectfully, Monty.